Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of the Las Vegas Advisor Weekly Update with Anthony and Andrew. Today is Thursday, April 13th, 2023. Wow, we didn't even plan that.
Everybody wants us to do the year, 2023.
That's right, for the archives, for posterity.
Yeah.
So what's going on in Vegas, Anthony?
Well, after the last video you're going on.
All right.
It's we had some comments about the music and your singing and your songwriting ability and on and on. And
well, I want to say that I'm beside myself. Thank you. I was not raised to believe that I was a good singer in any world. So I was really thankful for the very kind comments, and I'm going to keep making music. So follow me on iTunes or Spotify or whatever, and thank you to the people who wrote me asking if they could download the song and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was nice. It was the comments were really great.
It was very cool. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll start off today with something that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Had a really good friend pass away a week ago. He was a great gambler. His name was Joe Pane. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to say something about that. There was a tribute to him yesterday at a place called The Space here in Vegas. And I mean, there were probably 100 people that turned up.
Okay.
Joe was a really, top-level gambler, pro gambler, tournament player extraordinaire. Passed away suddenly last week, and also the author of our book, Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay.
So I'm going to miss Joe, that's for sure.
Yeah. And you said he was one of your best buds.
He was a really good buddy of mine. Yeah, it hit me pretty hard, to consider it because it was very sudden. But anyway, I just wanted to make mention of Joe Pane, one of the great gamblers that I've ever known.
Now, a couple updates on the STRAT parking. We got some great information, Anthony.
Yeah, that's one of the good things about doing these videos is some of the comments in the comment boxes are great. And it looks like if you have an upper tier player's card, that will take care of parking. So I'm not sure. I couldn't quite tell. The levels are solid, legit, and epic.
Okay.
And one person said that all three of them will get will get free parking, and one or two others said that only legit and epic will do it. So obviously you get to those positions by being a bigger player and playing more.
Yeah.
But there is apparently a way around it, if you are a higher tier card member. And
I wonder if that applies to PTs too, because it's all Golden Entertainment that owns PTs. So if you accumulate points at PTs, maybe it helps get you to that next level.
I don't know.
All right, and another update, traffic. This is really starting to affect the city, Anthony.
Well, we talked about it last week, that the Formula One repaving of the streets has begun. And they're doing it at all hours of the day. And I've run into it. You just got to kind of go the opposite direction. You've run into it, right?
I've run into it multiple times all throughout the town by the Venetian, and then yesterday near Spring Mountain by Treasure Island. They had it all shut down. Yep. And then so yeah, it's been wild.
Well, you have to realize that this is a gigantic job, and it's going to take them all the way till November. So there's going to be problems. You go down that road and you think about all the things, down the strip and down the side roads on the course, and you're like, wow, they got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, they got to remove the medians in the middle. I mean, it's so.
And I was thinking about cornering.
Yeah.
I mean, I made a turn onto the route the other day, and I'm like, they can't do that. They've got to smooth these turns out. I mean, there's just a lot going on.
They're turning it essentially into a racetrack.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
exactly. So we'll have nice smooth roads for a decade to come. That's for sure.
I can't wait till it's done.
Yeah.
So there's another proposal on the table for another major resort. Tell us about Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights. This is a proposal just came out. They want to build this one over in the area, like North Las Vegas area, where Moulin Rouge used to be. And it's a big deal. I mean, they're talking about, they now call that the historic West Side.
Okay.
And I think they call it that because of the Moulin Rouge and because of all of the old clubs that used to be there in the North Las Vegas area. But this is, the proposal is for a $700 million 60-story hotel casino.
Wow.
At the corner of Jackson Avenue and F Street. All right, so this is where a place called the Town Tavern used to be.
Okay.
And it was like kind of an old jazz club that I spent one really cool New Year's Eve.
Oh, nice.
There once. Yeah,
What
time.
year was that?
This is in the 80s. Man,
oh, wow.
This is way back
cool.
in the 80s. And it was a cool place, but no longer there. But they're trying to get the variances and everything else to build this mega resort. It's basically going to be another mega resort on the table. We'll see if they get permission, if it comes through.
All right, cool. Keep you posted. Italian food. Now, we've got some good ones here in Vegas.
Yeah, according to tastingtable.com,
Yeah.
which is a food and drink site out of New York.
Okay.
And they named what they called the top 20 Italian restaurants in the United States. Vegas had 3 on the list of 20.
Wow.
New York was number 1. New York City was number 1 with 4.
Okay.
Vegas had 3. All right. One of them was Esther's Kitchen.
Not
which is
surprised.
down in Downtown Arts District.
Okay.
Talk about that in a minute. Breeza at Resorts World.
Okay.
And Carbone at Aria.
Okay.
All right. So, I've Esther's Kitchen is one of my favorites.
Yeah, Esther's Kitchen is fantastic if you get a chance to go.
It's a scene. Not to mention the food is absolutely terrific.
Phenomenal.
But they've got some. I'll tell you what. Here's my recommendations there. They got the best charcuterie board in Vegas.
Okay.
It's $29. All right. It used to be 23. It was a real bargain, but that was about 4 or 5 years ago. It's $29. It comes on 3 boards.
Okay.
And then they've got a dessert that's called a butterscotch budino.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a custard. So here's the way you play this. All right. If you're on a date or there's 2 of you, whatever, you get the charcuterie board.
Okay.
You get 1 pasta dish. You get a bottle of wine or two glasses, because they're selling bottles of wine for about $40, $40. And then you get this budino for dessert. And
That sounds great.
That's about $100 to $110 for 2, and I'll tell you, it's well worth it.
Okay, now I'm a little bit cheaper. So when I went, I got the bucatini and I got some wine, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's a happening scene, right? So, I mean, the other 2 places, Carbone and Breeza. Breeza's interesting because it's part owned by Ernie Moody, who is the guy who invented triple play, video poker.
Yeah. And
Ernie keeps telling me, he says, you got to come over and eat. You got to come over and eat. And I'm like, where's the comp, man?
Yeah. Well, I want to go. I want to try that because I haven't tried the other 2 either. So I haven't tried Breeza or Carbone.
Well, Carbone, both of these have unbelievable reputations, but these are pricey places.
Sure.
These are very expensive. So we thought we'd name a couple of our favorites that are non-casino places where we go for Italian food, right? And one of them for me is Norris.
Okay.
All right, been going to Norris for years. It's on Flamingo. They've got a great a wild boar pasta there that's I've never seen anywhere else. That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And then another place is the IAC, the Italian American Club, which is way over on the east side.
Oh, cool.
East side?
East side?
And that's on Sahara.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about...
I love Batista's, which is right behind, and we went there for beers. We like Batista's, but you can get unlimited wine with your entree.
Batista's is a different kind of place, right over there across from the Horseshoe, the new Horseshoe on Flamingo Road. And all the meals there come with unlimited wine.
Yeah, they give you a glass and they say, "Go, enjoy."
It's not good wine.
Manja.
Yeah, it's not good wine. Just so you know that it's not good wine, but it's unlimited.
All right.
But there's and then again the Italian American Club on Sahara is just that's a step back into the past.
Yeah.
And that one's run by Jimmy Gerard, who also owns a place called the Tap House. And the Tap House has been a good bar, great pizza here in town for years and years.
All right, so now we're going to talk about the Downtown Grand Blackjack Mini Tournament. Anthony, you went back. Let's talk about the results.
A little bit different this time.
Yeah.
All right. We talked a couple of weeks ago. I played the first one, and I said, it's like I didn't remember anything.
And you didn't feel it.
Made a couple of bonehead plays, and, it just didn't feel right. This one, I went to the finals again and took second.
Okay, you're feeling sharp this time.
Well, everything started to come back.
Okay.
And I mean the way to play it, the things to do, and interestingly, I was in last place going into the last hand.
Okay.
And you're not supposed to be there. And the reason I was there, not for lack of trying, the 2 hands prior, I pushed and I pushed, trying to take the lead, but I was in perfect position. And this is why I'm bringing it up, because when you're in perfect position, meaning betting last, even if you're in terrible chip position, you can make a bet that will give you a chance to win.
So you get to see what other people have bet, and now it comes to you. And so what was happening?
Well, the thing was, everyone had more money than me. So the only thing I could do was keep the most chips on the table and hope that the dealer would wipe everybody out.
Right.
If the dealer did that, beat everybody, including me, I would have most chips left and I would win.
Right.
Well, the dealer had a 5-up, which doesn't look good.
Not at all.
Turns over an ace and hits it with a 5 for 21.
Perfect.
Beats everybody at the table. I'm the winner, except the player on third base got a blackjack.
Oh, okay.
And what makes this really cool...
So they pushed.
She wins automatic on blackjack. And what makes this really cool is the reason she was there playing is because she saw it on YouTube.
Okay.
And so I'm the one who invited her down there to beat me and put me in second place.
Wow.
And we got a picture of her here. This is her. This is me pointing at her going, "You're the man, you're the girl."
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't get her name.
Okay.
And I texted her and I said, "Send me your name so we can put it up here and like where you're from."
Oh.
And all she did was text me. Maybe she didn't want her name, no, but all she did was text me the photo.
Okay.
All right. But it also goes to show, I don't think she was an expert tournament player, but in these tournaments, when you put your money out, and that's what she did, and she got a natural on the end, you can win.
So she didn't know about it until she saw the show, and then she comes and then she gets to beat Anthony Curtis.
Correct. I believe.
Wow.
I believe that's what happened.
What a story.
Yeah, I'm really glad you came.
All right.
One more thing, Andrew, about the tournament. Here's how you get around the parking there. You just park in what they call the Ogden Garage,
Okay.
which is a downtown Grand garage on Ogden Street.
Okay.
All right. When you go in, all you have to do is earn 25 points. That means put 25 points through a video poker machine or whatever you want to play. And you then take your card up to the Players Club and you can get it validated.
That's a great tip. So if you're going downtown Vegas, you go to the downtown Grand, and this is what you do.
Yeah, and better than that, you can double dip on that 25 points because you can then also take that for what they call the Gambler Special, which is a choice of several things, but the one I like best there is the prime rib dinner.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, I think it's $14.99. This is normally $27, $28, but for $15 you get one of the best prime ribs in town for that price.
I'm going there tonight.
It's good. It's a great deal. Free parking and discounted prime rib for 25 points.
Cool. Downtown Grand. All right. And in this week's Jackpot of the Week, Anthony, what do we got?
Well, we're going to do one of our little different kinds this time because Megabucks hit.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
So
here we go.
How can you have a jackpot of the week that's bigger than $14 million?
$14 million.
Yeah, and it's the first time that it has been hit in 2 years.
Yeah.
All right, we've gone 2 years without a Megabucks jackpot.
I think we reported on it 2 years ago. It was at the South Point.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, okay, but this one was not in Vegas. This one was in Reno at the Atlantis Casino.
Cool.
And it ends up being the biggest jackpot in the history of Reno.
Okay.
And we had a question. Somebody asked, how is that paid? And it's treated just the way they do with a lottery. They give them a choice. You can either get a lump sum all at once, or you can get it paid in an annuity over whatever it is, 25 or 30 years. So that's how it works. Typically, the lump sum is considered the best way to go.
Okay.
And I think that's what most people usually do. You go out and you get an accountant real fast, and he tells you what to do with it, and you go from there.
Okay. Lump sum is generally the way to go.
That's typically the advice you get. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, we've got lots of jackpots that you guys send in. We're going to show them, but we couldn't pass on the 14 million.
All right. Well, congratulations, 14 million. Sometimes we see jackpots that you say maybe it won't change your life, but it'll change your month.
Right.
Okay. This one is a life-changing jackpot.
I would think so.
Yeah. Friends and family too, probably. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. That's it for this week. We'll see you next week.
Well, I'm going to Las Vegas.